れあれ Something happened. Something happened.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our fall Ohigan service this morning on September 11th, 2022. Nice to see you all, and thank you for signing on and catching us online virtual. So, my name is Charlotte Nakamoto, and I'll be your MC today. We will have the entering of Minister Reverend Marco Sawada. If you could all rise. Thank you.
Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida.
May the spirit of Amida Buddha pervade our spreads how. May we seek the way without contravening this great growth. With the avatar of wisdom and compassion being among us, May the Buddha himself come riding into our midst, sitting on the lotus floor. Today, before the altar within shines Amida Buddha, we gather together to observe the fall of service of Ohigan. According to the legend, the setting sun of the day of equinox points to the Pure Land, which is the said be due west of us, and that its gates are open on those twice a year of Ohigan to all of our ancestors to come and visit us. Higan, which means reaching the other shore, that suggests another word after that. Forever, in Buddhism teachings, it means the attainment of enlightenment or nirvana for us, the Pure Land. We cross the stream of our rivers of birth and death using the raft of the Dharma. Master Shinran reminded us to the twofold responsibility we have to learn from our predecessors of the past and to live good lessons and the better world for those come to in the future. May we receive this opportunity of Ohigan to realize the importance of learning from the Buddha Dharma and of those who lived before us. Reconfirm our commitment to listen evermore gently of the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha and Master Shinran, the teachings of the Nembutsu, putting our practice those lessons in our everyday life. Respectfully, Gassho, Shakujine, on September 11, 2022. I ask your hand in Gassho. Our palms in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
We will now have the singing of GATHA Shinshu Shuka on page 111, page 111 in Japanese. Please be seated. We'll now have the chanting of SHOSHIN-GE on page 8 to 23 in your white service book and
This one.
white service book, and we will go through Wasan II, JIPPO MIJIN, page 28 to 30, and Echo on page 27. Okay. So page 8 to 23, then Wasan II, 28 to 30, and then echo on page 27. We'll also have offering of incense during the chanting.
南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏。奇妙無量寿如来。南無不可思議光祖菩薩に自在世自在六所道見証無常道因国土人間自然幕根流無常修正願情報慶応大偶然五行四唯四小十十世妙正門実法無法無量無変更無下無体公園の少女歓喜知恵子不断難し無償子超日学校精進生一切群上無交渉本願用語少女語心身心行願に浄土学書大涅槃一死滅道感情中如来所以公衆生唯生弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会往生如来如実言農法一年喜愛心不断煩悩徳涅槃凡所逆法再永入入手死入会一味摂取信仰上昇後異の水波無明暗頓内心臓死運無上不信じ信心天異尿日光不運無運無しげ妙無安逆心謙虚大狂気即応徴税高悪種一切善悪万物に問心如来偶税願仏言広大小芸者税人名踏んだりけみだぶ本願念部邪見狂慢悪衆上信行十字人に南中死南無可死インド祭典四論下中華自治域思考層現代諸公聖書意妙如来本西洋記釈迦如来両河線一種五妙南天竺流十大寺出頭世質の財波無無限先世大乗無情報召喚疑似小安楽賢治難行六六信行異行指導楽億年弥陀部本願自念即自入律上唯の上昇如来語応報大悲偶税四天神菩薩増論世奇妙無下光如来永寿たら献身寺光線王朝大誓願こういう本願力栄光異道群上昇一心
記入苦毒大崩壊筆逆入大英収集特使蓮華創世会即昇進用法昇進有本の林源人図入所寺四寺用下本寺道乱妙天使上皇乱消防さらい三蔵ルシ十条教本性専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願方言栄光ゆたりき少女詩品唯心人枠前本部新人法承知承知即涅槃一子無量光明道小宇宙上回復家同社結晶道南省唯名浄土活入万全自力変言宗円満特語感染症三風三神慶音言増魔法明道義一生増悪地偶勢思案尿解消妙化
仙道六妙仏性意公愛上三陽逆悪公明明語見因縁介入本願大智慧行者小樹金剛心狂気一年総合用意大道逆三人即所法生死上楽原神公開一大教縁起安女間一切先祖終身反戦人法華二道小弁流極重悪人唯勝負我薬剤費摂取中煩悩証言水風見大義無見上昇が本寺元空妙仏教連民全幕本部に新宗教書後編集戦弱本願具悪性現来生じ臨伝下決知義上一生死即入弱上無意楽一致新人異能入仏教大自修士と上際無変極辱悪同族自主具道心唯化心死ご創世南無阿弥陀仏南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀仏南 turn to page 28, JIPPO MIJIN. JIPPO MIJIN sekai no Nembu no shujo miso nawashi Seishu shite sute zareba Amida to nazuke tatemazuru Goja jinju no nyorai wa Mangyo no shozen kirai tsutsu Myogo fushigi no shinjin no Hitoshiku hitoe ni susume shimu Jippo goja no shobutta Gokunan shin no nori otoki Gojoku akuse no tame ni tote Shoujo gonen seshimetari Shobu no gonen shoujo wa Higan joju no yue nareba Kongo shin no en hito wa Mida no daiyon tozu deshi Gojoku akuji aku sekai Joku aku jaken no shujo ni wa Mida no myogo ataete zo Goja no shobu susumetaru Mida no myogo tonae tsutsu Shinjin makoto ni uru hito wa Okunen no shin tsune ni shite Button hozuru omoi ari. Come back to page 27. Gannishi kudoku Pyodo seisai Doho bodaishi Hojo I take refuge, Amida Buddha. May I take your palms together in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. We vow to give equally to all this merited truth together to raise the mind of body and awake to the realm of serenity and joy. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandabu, 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 Namandabu.
We will now have our Dharma talk led by Reverend Marcus Sawada.
Almost together in Gassho. Master Eno reminds us every time how to listen to the heart. You should listen as you are listening for the very first time. You should listen as this message is for you alone. And we pray you should listen as this is the last time you will ever do so in your life. Namandat. And let's open on page 139. 139. Let's read 139. Liberation. Oh, not 139, sorry.
Yeah, 139.
139. Liberation through power beyond the self. When I am aware of liberation through power beyond the self, the way to live my life becomes clear to me. When I forget liberation through power beyond the self, the way to live my life becomes uncertain. When I am aware of liberation through power beyond the self, I am seldom led astray by desire. When I forget liberation through power beyond the self, I am often deluded by desire. When I am aware of liberation through power beyond the self, a light brightens up whatever I do. When I forget liberation through power beyond the self, darkness covers whatever I do. Oh, liberation through power beyond the self. How my awareness of it frees me from this world of delusion and suffering. How it makes me enter the pure land of peace and tranquility. At this very moment, I feel myself being liberated through my awareness. If it had not been for Shinran's teaching about the liberation through power beyond the self, I would never have avoided confusion and despair. Thanks to his teachings, I can enjoy my life in a bright ocean filled with serene winds, even though I am in darkness filled with waves of defilement. How empty are these trivial words of my gratitude and praise before the warmth and greatness of Shinran. This is word from Sensei Manshi Kiyozawa. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming again. And before I will start about my talk about Ohigan. Ohigan in Japanese is equinox. Equinox, I'm not sure my pronunciation is correct. Equinox reminds us equanimity, equal. The day and the night light time is equal, 12 hours. That means middle, middle night, middle day. This middle reminds us the middle path. Middle path is not to go to extreme. The middle path is a path to enlightenment in Buddhism. Not to go to extremes. Every time, middle path, moderation. Moderation. Every Buddhist expects to be like a Shakyamuni Buddha. Then wisdom. Shakyamuni Buddha has wisdom, and if we want to live like Shakyamuni Buddha's wisdom. But this is a path we say Ohigan is a kind of service, remind us the 6 parameters. Higan means go to other shore. Paramita in Sanskrit means param is other shore. Ita is go to other shore. What does mean go to other shore? With a path of enlightenment, you live in this secular world. In Japanese JODO SHINSHU, we say we live in Shigan, and we go to Higan. Higan is pointed to west side. Usually, we say, well, why west, sensei? Not west, west is Nishi. Né? We are Higashi, but Nishi, not because Nishi Higashi temples. Yeah? West means like when the sunset. Sunset become dark. Why sensei darkness is related with enlightenment? I cannot agree. Yeah? But when the sunset become dark, darkness means we not sure because we want to be Buddha. In the same time, every time we go against the Buddha's teachings. This is what makes us not apt, not fit, not in the position to be Buddha. We are really not can be saved by our desire. We do try a lot of things. I try to do meditation. I try to be a good man, good husband, good. But my good sometimes I start to think very bad things about my wife, about my son. I am right and wrong. But this is bad, good. That is the reason. Yeah, we are trying to show outer like a Buddha. We try to pretend like a Buddha, but inside we are really not, we cannot trust yourself, yeah? Myself too. This is the reason. Means darkness. Why sensei? Darkness. And this is the path. Yeah. That said, we have 6 paths, 6 virtues to work to become Buddha. This is in all Buddhist schools. They follow the 6 paramitas, the 6 steps to go to become Buddha. These 6 virtues, we say, your selfless giving. That's dana. Yeah, you give. You do like yesterday. We had the garage sale here. Oh no, garage sale, remade sale, plant sale. A lot of dana. Yeah, people donate here. They have dana for us, and the people come to these helpers, dana. Yeah, and the people buy because support. Of course, they are support the recycle, doing the 3R, see how to reuse, and these 3R, recycle, reuse, and what's the more yeah, I forgot, but this is important, Dana, feeling. Yeah? You move to reduce. Now this is Dana, is really important, and the discipline. You have to become Buddha. You have to be disciplined. Yeah? That you have to really go against your passions. This is what they say discipline, sila. Patience and endurance, we say kisanti. Yeah? You have to be patient to understand the things. And we have put the right energy, right effort there. Now we say virya. And we have to be focused in what we are doing. This is dhyana. Yeah? Dhyana is meditation. You be present in what you are doing right now. Yeah? And the 6th wisdom, you have to be guided by the Buddha's teachings, the wisdom to be and to listen to. This is what you call 6 virtues we work to be Buddha. This is what in our largest sutra, Dharmakara, he want to be, he make a vow, I cannot become Buddha. Eh? If you don't become Buddha first, I will help you to become Buddha. And I will establish these vows, 46 vows, to you become Buddha. Yeah, that was what he worked to become Buddha. Yeah, and the Dharmakara, and in our sect we call it the Mahayana. You go to the Buddha's path, but you cannot be Buddha if others don't become Buddha first. Then you have to come back as a work here. This you come back into this world that is not complete Buddhahood. Is the Buddha. Then you are a Buddha followers. You have to get someplace almost there, but if you others can, this truth cannot be really real, actual for everyone, we cannot be Buddha. Then you have to come back as a work, and we have more 4 virtues we have to work here. And this 4 how works we have to do here is upaya, or adaptability. You have to adjust for the situation. You cannot talk about Buddhism for one dog and one baby and one adult on one different people. Yeah, we have to adjust our talking. This adjustment is called upaya, and you have aspiration, pranidhana. Is you have to evolve. You have to follow that teachings, that way to go there, and strength of purpose. Never come back. Go straight. Yeah? Buddhism is a path. Never stop. It's every time going. It's impermanence. We said this bala. And knowledge, yeah, you have to be guided by knowledge. Yeah? You have to listen. You have to learn. You have to adjust your. This is the 10 parameters in Mahayana. And the 6 parameters for all Buddhists. This is the path you do to go to Pure Land. And Wasan say, then you go to darkness, and darkness is our salvation, is our source of enlightenment. Because we, as a human, we can only see, we can only feel your own situation. You are really, how to say, you in your own world, yeah, in your own shell, in your ego shell. Then we cannot see others. Yeah? We have 80 billion people. It's almost like 80 billion people. Each one has his or her different reality. But this is Buddhism, where when we stay, we can understand only our dualism there, good or bad, I agree, I don't agree. This is what they have the reason. This is dark because the people don't move like your wish, your will. Yeah? You want the people be like you in everything, but they cannot be, they cannot act like you. This is the reason we become angry and we start, how you cannot understand me, and this is the reason. This is dark, yeah. This is dark. How can I be Buddha? If you have to make others Buddha, if you are not the Buddha, you will act like a devil, an evil person, yeah. But in your word, you are like a Buddha. You do meditation, you sit like a Buddha, and you feel, oh, I listen to the Buddha. I feel in the heaven there. But actually, we live in the samsara. Samsara is the 6 realms. When we are so isolated, we are really feel in the heaven, not in the heaven, in the hell. Hell means no one listen to you. You are alone. It's what we live. We listen only this self here. But this self, there is a limitation because we collide with others. That's the reason we have problems in the world. We never stop these problems in the world because we are this way as a human. But this is the reason this parameter, this darkness means our source of to listen, the Buddhas, and this light of Buddha come. And come is not the place to go. We say is the west. The west must not symbolize this, the night. Night means dark. Dark means there is a light another day. Too. That means this light, when you see the darkness, we have light. Because we can only understand this dual language. This is what the human do. Then this, my darkness, is the same time my source of enlightenment. I cannot understand enlightenment. I put enlightenment because I put no enlightenment in my way. But for Buddha, is the language he sent to us to understand. This is the language. Then, but for Buddha, there isn't this right or wrong, good or bad. It's as it is. But it's as it is, to understand this as it is, you have to be how you listen, you have to be present in what you are doing. You have to really appreciate a lot of things in your life, in your daily life. But this appreciation is not true real appreciation, because that is harmonious perspective. What means harmonious perspective? Is good for you, good for me, good for environment, good for the animals, good for the nature, good for the rocks. This is what this means, harmonious perspective. I want to share one episode I heard from my mother about one family, one very devoted Buddhist family. They had one important cup, like a tea cup there. It was a treasure of their families. And one day was there was in the table, on the table there, and the grandma of this house there, she looked at that cup there. Why that someone are using that cup there? Very important. And but she thought, I can come back and put after my shower. And she took the shower, but in this interval, the mother, the mother, the daughter-in-law, she was doing that something, and she touched this cup and fell down and broke this important treasure of the family. Oh my gosh, grandma will be very angry about that. And when the grandma came back from the shower, the grandma become a little, oh, who did it? And the daughter-in-law thought, oh, grandma, so sorry for my disattention. I wasn't aware about this cup there, and I touched, fell down this important treasure of family. I'm really sorry, was my fault about that. But when the daughter-in-law husband, his grandma, son, was there, oh, so sorry. My procrastination, I was really, I wanted to drink water, but I didn't could find a cup. I just picked one there without attention, and I leave there. This is my fault. I'm really sorry. This is my fault about that. I'm really sorry. And the grandpa said, no, yeah, I could put again, wash and put again and return, but yeah, no one give excuses, yeah. no one. The fact we couldn't change, the fact that that cup was broken, yeah. But all people, yeah, when we live in really sincere mind, in really, and we can encounter each other in respect. This is what Buddhas tell us. This is what means paramitas teach us. Paramita is the path when we really can. Not this is not why we decide about that, but when we stay a little bit more in connection with the others, we can say, your suffering, your crime is my crime, your suffering is my suffering. This is what the paramita Higan reminds us. This go to other shore is a really, we cannot change the challenges of your life. I cannot, but we can really bow, we can listen, and you can stand in the situation. What does mean? Stand in the situation, but listening to recycle your mind to come back for what really is important is. Yeah, it's important that we live with people because you cannot. I study Buddhism alone. I do meditation, but this isn't to make a relation. You have to make a relation. This is the reason you have to be in sangha. Sangha means the group, the community, the people. They find solution for their lives, for their problems. Yeah, this is we can. Your problems is my problem. Your happiness is my happiness. This is what we can think about our corona's problems today, our war today, our environment problems, our husband and wife problems, what neighbors' problems, our friends' problems, our religion, social problems. What we can think about that? Of course, we cannot change that facts happen, but we can put new energy and approach people there. And the people can, you can from your heart, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm really sorry. Thank you so much for alerting me to teach me about that. This is the 6 parameters. This is Buddha's work. We cannot become Buddha. Then you get, you can be Buddha alone. You cannot be Buddha alone. Yeah? You have to be Buddha. If this teaching this works for everyone, this is a really teaching. This is a really Dharma. Yeah? This is one place, no excuse. No excuse is when we encounter each other as a human, a not perfect human. Yeah? I put my ego in that. I do after my shower. I put my ego there. Oh, yeah. I just, oh, who put that? Boom, I fell down. Oh, I put my ego there. And, oh, sorry, I was for my procrastination or for my, I was tired. Yeah. I was busy or I pick up one first cup there. Yeah, this is what we do. But this is don't make you can get your power of safe there. Yeah. This is what Ohigan teaches other shore. You go to other shore, but other shore is not a place to go, it's land. Land means you stand here. It's not heaven, it's not the hell, it's here now. Yeah, this is pure land. Pure means purify. How you purify? You purify when you listen to this Dharma, and when we reflect, when you encounter others, and when you really appreciate, encounter these hard teachings. You listen. This is the very first time. The message is for you alone, and this is the last time. Your hands together in Gassho. Thank you. Thank you. You are following us in the YouTube channel too. Please come to the temple because alone, is a way we can come alone. But alone we really stay when we have support of others, we can grow and we can make more reflection about your life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you so much. And if you have you wanna share something about the Buddha's teachings, the JODO SHINSHU, Pure Land Buddha, I ask you if you want to really share. And come here or stand there. Anyone here has something to share about how something when I was thinking that way, or I was doing that way, but I reflect, oh my gosh, I was really selfish in my way to think, yeah. But I go out and I become selfish again, and I come here again, I listen to again, and oh my gosh, again, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This is what? Do we have something to share? No? Okay. If you don't have your hands together in Gassho, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you so much. Namandabu, 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 namandabu.
Thank you, Sensei, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We'd now like to have a singing of GATHA Ondokusan 1 and 2 and on page 112 in Japanese, and followed by English on page 54 in our red service book. Please rise if you're able to.
I respond.
Gatha Nembutsu on page 127.
Namu
Amida. Namu Amida. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida. Namu Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please be seated. Thank you everyone again for joining us on this fall Ohigan service. Are there any announcements?
Yes, we want to thank you people came in yesterday. Was really succeed in English. Yeah. Successful. I gotta say thank you for everyone helped us. And we have a bond dance on October 1st from 4 to 8 p.m. October 1st. And the last Sunday we have our Honko services, the major service in our sector here. And we have as a guest speaker Sensei Bert Sumikawa from Kailua Windward Buddhist Temple. And we asked for one Sunday before we are going to do our Zomigaki. If you can help, it will be what of the day there. So sorry. Yeah, we are going to do our Omigaki to polish the hours. And we really ask if people can help us. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. On October next Sunday, we have our Sunday service here. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay. Thank you again. Please join us for refreshments downstairs. And as Sensei mentioned, October 1st, which is a Saturday, we'll be having our joint one dance at the Windward Mall from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this is our first joint project with the Windward Buddhist Temple. So please join us. We will have our table set up to share our information about our temple and our teachings, as well as we'll be selling a few baked goods that evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Namo Amida. Thank you. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Sandra. We go to the